Well, I sure hope you kids packed enough plutonium. How else are we going to generate the 1.21 gigawatts of energy to make it back to the summer of 2007 so we can talk about movie Incinerator? I'm sorry, I meant Incinerator. He and Grindor are best friends.
Oh, and hey, who here's heard of Mr. John 35, Mega Snow Lizard, or Artemis Prime?
Well, you should have. They're my newest subs. So thank you three for subscribing to me. It's an off-spree helicopter for those of you that are uneducated schwein. Like the one you saw in the opening minutes of the first Bay film. I meant the first Transformers film. I meant the first... You know what? Screw you. Screw you with a pair of rotating helicopter blades. That's the way you want to do it. I'm out. I forgot there were no doors in this room. So like I was spieling about, Incinerator came from the Allspark movie line, which had the strange idea to color some of the parts of their figures bright blue. The blue is very kitsch, I'll give it that. But it does absolutely nothing to enhance the toy. Hell, at least in Japan, this guy got a completely black deco and a small Allspark cube to play with. This just looks like Spirit Week down at the Air Force Base. But good news is on the way. At least early movie toys weren't laxed on detail, so you could easily mistake this for a highly detailed model. But not really. Just paneling and rivets and mechanisms everywhere. It's beautiful to look at least, even though if that blue kind of draws your eye to the wrong parts. And would you look at the creative license they took, adding this small satellite dish to the back of the Osprey, just so they could have the spinning propeller gimmick to it. I'm laughing on the inside because now I imagine someone has to be standing out there on Incinerator's tail section the whole time, just pumping the satellite dish so they stay aloft. Because if they stop, they drop. Hey, check out this hotness. Like one of them confangled offsprees or something. With blades up, he's a helicopter. But when they turn forward, well then he's a prop plane. Ain't no lie, foo. The US government actually classifies these two modes as separate vehicles. And if you don't believe me, well then go ask Angelina Jolie's dad. Now, if you happen to be consuming anything, whether it be food, or drink, or miscellaneous, I need you to put it down.
But I need these to live.
Put it down, put it down. Because I have to show you the robot that has propellers for hands, an Allspark blue chest, and a Jack Nicklaus grin.
Wait till they get a load of me.
Now, follow me here on this one. I think Incinerator might just be the platypus of Cybertron. Just a little bit of everything. And you don't know what the hell the end result was supposed to be. This poor bastard's got feet like a penguin's limbs, a whale of a tail that just extends upward and connects to a cobra's hood. And then when you start scrutinizing the details that are up front, you find that your head starts tilting to one side. Uncontrollably. That Allspark blue is back with a vengeance now. It makes Incinerator look like G2 Incinerator. And there is no G2 Incinerator. And then the window to his spark is just clear plastic. No, no. I shouldn't get the urge to put my eye up to the visor and start clicking the head so that a slideshow can start. Oh yeah, in case you'd forgotten, his hands are still propellers. And the gimmick still works. Ah, and here's possibly the greatest kicker out of all this. Doing my research for this review, I get the impression whoever did the bio was having a lot of fun with it. Because guess what they labeled as firepower? 9. Aha! Was that the one that made you choke finally?